Welcome to the show.
This is The Adults Are Talking, and today we're talking about a study that this child psychologist did, where she says she studied over 200 kids, and if you teach your child just one skill in life, make it this. It's a non-negotiable for me. By the way, this is an article on CNBC.com, so you know it's going to be good.
Oh, it's got to be right?
By the way, this doctor, just so you know what we're getting into, this person, let me pull it up here.
Yeah, who is this person?
My name is Reem Rauda. I'm a dedicated mother and certified conscious parenting coach.
What?
Oh, as opposed to
Being dead? What?
unconscious parenting?
Are you in a coma?
Trained by doctor. So this person's not even a doctor. They're just certified as a conscious parenting coach.
Okay, that's obviously made up, right?
That's got to be not a real thing. That's like, that reminds me of people who get certified to be, to marry people.
Oh, yeah.
I did that once. You just go online and fill out this form and they're like, okay, you're certified to marry people now. You're now ordained.
Yeah, but you can actually sign legal documents, right? You can, like, the courts will accept that as a signature on your marriage certificate, though. So it is real. So is she real in that sense? I don't think so.
I don't know. She was trained by Dr. Shefali, who is Oprah's go-to parenting expert.
Oh, well, because Oprah is an expert in parenting.
But wait, she's also a global leader in conscious parenting. When did that become a thing?
I've never even heard that term before. What in the world is that?
With this world-renowned training and years of hands-on experience, I have worked with hundreds of families, helping them transform relationships with their children. Oh, yeah, I'm sure those are
hundreds, huh?
Creating some really healthy children there.
Jeez.
So let's get to what this skill is that she's talking about, that she says is a non-negotiable.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So what is it?
She says, as parents, we spend so much time helping our kids succeed. We do. On the outside, teaching them words. Yeah. Setting routines and encouraging behavior. I like how she lists one of the things you do as parents is teaching them words.
That's like the bare minimum.
We do a lot of things as parents. We teach words. There's one skill that quietly shapes whether they'll be successful in life. Okay. Dramatic build-up. And what is that skill? I've spent years studying over 200 parent-child relationships, and I'm a mother myself. The number one thing I tell other parents is that if they teach their kid just one skill in life, it needs to be, drum roll,
needs to be self-connection.
Self-connection.
What?
What's that connection song? Oh,
That's
the
conjunction.
Rainbow Connection.
Oh, that's your best Kermit. Oh my goodness.
How does that song go?
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
I like how he starts off the song with like a Seinfeld premise. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's the deal? Self-connection. What?
Who talks like this?
We teach them words. Self-connection. This is all part of conscious parenting. Don't you know? Self-connection is a non-negotiable skill. The loss of self-connection happens in small, well-meaning interactions that send the wrong message. A toddler cries after a toy is taken away. A parent says, "You're okay, it's not a big deal." But what the child hears is, "My feelings don't matter." Or they might say, "They're scared at bedtime." The parent responds, "There's nothing to be scared of." To the child, it can feel like, "I shouldn't feel this way, so I guess I shouldn't trust my feelings." Ding, 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 ding.
That's right. Because you're irrational. You're a toddler.
That's right. Exactly. You're a 3-year-old that eats dirt.
Why are we always giving into feelings all the time? That's the problem with society, is there's too much of that.
Our feelings are supposed to be our guiding light.
Oh, geez, for goodness sakes.
We must trust our feelings. They will guide us to what is true and right.
To consciousness.
Subtle messages like this, repeated over time, chip away at a child's ability to connect with themselves. What?
They're being disconnected from themselves because you told them basically go to bed. There's nothing to work. I need you to go to bed.
Yeah, you're giving them a dose of reality, so you're disconnecting them from themselves. Yeah, you're disconnecting them from their insanity.
Right, exactly.
From their inner clown.
This fake doctor is a loon.
They then become more anxious. Then they become more anxious.
They weren't already anxious?
I'm not scared of the dark anymore. I'm so anxious.
Oh my gosh.
Reactive, insecure. They'll shut down entirely.
Oh my God.
What? What?
That's what you want them to do. Shut down and go to bed.
They then become more anxious when they learn not to react to everything.
Oh my God.
Reactive, by telling them not to react, then they become reactive.
Okay.
And insecure.
Wow.
Or they'll shut down entirely. Even worse, they can carry those patterns into adulthood. Oh, brother.
Oh my gosh.
So, she goes on to say here that it adds value to their lives. It builds emotional resilience. Really? To get scared and every time you hear a noise behind the door is going to build resilience.
Oh my gosh.
That makes sense to people. You know, crying after a toy is taken away. Every time you lose something and you have a tantrum, that's going to help build healthy boundaries and foster authentic confidence. That's going to protect mental health. These people have no clue what it means to be a human person.
Right.
A healthy human person.
Right. You're not supposed to give in to every urge you feel. You have to have...
Yeah, exactly.
That's the part of being an adult and parenting, is teaching your kids those boundaries and restraint. You know, otherwise you just act like a crazy animal all the time.
Exactly.
Even you train dogs, right? So they can live in your home.
Right.
You know,
not just pee wherever, whenever they want.
Bite whatever they want, grab
you're disconnecting himself from his desire to pee everywhere.
Well, also you're making them turn inward too much, and then you foster selfish individuals. A better human being, someone that's kind and someone that's compassionate and someone that looks out for other people, is someone that is selfless. You know, they're not selfish. They're not always inward. And I think that's the problem with the new generation now, is they're always whining all the time and they feel entitled. And it's like, start caring about outside of yourself. Start paying attention to what's going on.
That's a really good point. It reminds me, and I'll make this real quick. There's an old folk tale where there's like this old rabbi and this like Persian kingdom, and the princess says to him, "Why are you so ugly? Why did your God make you so ugly?"
Oh.
And the rabbi says to the princess, "Why does your king put his wine, his most prized possession, into earthen pots? Why not put them in gold canisters? You know, something beautiful and regal, fitting for a king."
Mm-hmm.
And her father, the king, was away, and she's like, "Yeah, you're right. How come he doesn't have his wine in these beautiful gold? Why does he keep them in these ugly earthen pots?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, she does that, and she orders that all the wine be switched to these gold canisters. And the king comes back, and he sees this, and he goes into a fit of rage. And he says to his princess, his daughter, he says, "Why'd you do this?" He's like, "This old ugly rabbi told me to do it." So he summons a rabbi, and he's getting his guards ready. And he says, "Why did you tell my daughter to do this? Don't you know that this has ruined my wine?"
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "I merely responded to your daughter's question with the same logic. She asked me, why did my God put a soul, his most prized possession, into such an ugly vessel? And so I asked her, why does your king, your father, put his most prized possession into such ugly vessels?" So the moral of the story is, when the focus becomes on the vessel, it spoils the content.
Oh, I see.
So, yeah, you're teaching children to, like you said, constantly look inward, constantly, focus on their feelings.
Yeah.
And be so conscious of themselves.
Yeah.
That they're not going to be able to function properly.
Yeah.
You know, I read that when people are dealing with addiction, they are told to go and volunteer time at soup kitchens, because it takes the focus off of themselves and puts it on others.
Yeah.
And that helps them get through their addiction, which is triggered by different things, different anxieties or whatever going on in their life.
Yeah, and I've heard that too, and I've heard that when you're really anxious, say to yourself to get your head out of itself, quickly think of 10 things you're grateful for. 10 things.
10 things you're grateful for.
Mm-hmm. And then when you get through the list, and if you don't feel any better, then do another 10. And you just keep going until you feel better. And usually you can start feeling better at like 5 things.
Or you could just do what Pedro Pascal does when he's anxious and just rub up on all your co-stars like a weirdo.
Come on, that's got to be such a scam or whatever you want. That's such a play. Like, oh, I'm just anxious. Whatever, buddy.
But tell us what you think about this conscious parenting.
Are you conscious or unconscious with your parenting?
Are you willing to make sure that your child is connected to themselves? Self-connection. Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and
thanks for listening.